right, good evening and welcome to the pitch on Truth TV. My name is Ernest Dawuni, and this is another edition that the Lord has blessed us with. And today is a very interesting day. You know what? First of all, this program is powered by One App Media, a digital marketing the agency that focuses on the management of social media accounts for individuals and businesses. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube at Truth TV. You can join us and then let's share this together. Today has been a wonderful day. You know what? I get a student who is in business, is running business as well as schooling at the University of Ghana. We want to look at whether it is possible to run your own business, start and manage your own business while in school. We're going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll delve into some conversations around this topic. Stay here. A key concern for entrepreneurs is ensuring there is sufficient inflow of cash, especially at the early stage of their business, where there is low sales revenue. Investors in this regard have become the only point of contact. However, investors do not just put in money in businesses. They do so based on a tall list of considerations. My name is Ernest Dawuni, and I welcome you to The Pitch, where we discover and connect smart business ideas with investors and markets. The Pitch shows this and every Wednesday on Truth TV at 8 p.m. Thank you. All right, so you're welcome back to The Pitch. Like I told you, my name is Ernest Dawuni. Today, we are engaging a student who is at the same time an entrepreneur. You know what? He does business using his colleagues on campus while going to school. We're going to be engaging my brother, Edwin Ejari Kojo Winston, to tell us how he's able to combine academics and business. You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much.
How have you been?
Well, I've been fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about yourself?
I'm Edwin Ejari Kojo Winston.
Okay.
As you said, I'm in the University of Ghana reading political science and history.
Political science and history.
Yeah.
All right.
Political science and history.
Good.
Yeah. So I was born in Kaswa. That's where I was hailed with my mom before I went to St. Augustine's College.
Okay.
I also was a prefect and learned most of the rudiments of my business.
Did you say you were a prefect?
Yeah.
Okay. What prefectship?
As house prefect.
Okay, house
Yeah,
prefect.
so
Okay.
house prefect, most of the times we want to make more money, so we want to sell something
Okay.
to the juniors. And if I tell you to buy something, you can't say you not buy. So that's
It's
where I learned.
compulsory.
Yeah, you have to buy it by all
Okay.
means. And I learned some things from. I was close to my the seller, one
Okay.
seller around the school. So I learned a lot of things with regards to catering and other things. So I began to sell.
What were some of the things you learned specifically?
We had something called chocolate roll,
Okay.
plantain chips
Mm-hmm.
that she was doing herself.
Okay.
So I learned some of how she does it and how she's able to make profit from it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can do all of these things.
Yeah, this one growing up also I had this great feature of how I'm able to pick things with regards to food.
Okay.
I like it and I feel so proud when I do something and people enjoy it so much.
Okay.
So I remember when I was a little, my mom said I just started preparing rice, frying stuff, and she was amazed. She was like, "How did I learn it?" I just come around here in the kitchen and I just pick it up all of a sudden. And if I do it and they were like, "Oh, it's nice, but it's
Wow.
left small," I'll be happy and I'll be like, so I saw that there's something inherent yet. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So now you are reading political science and history
History,
at the University of Ghana,
Yeah.
level 300.
Yes.
Wow. So how have you been able to combine this your business? And in fact, in the first place, how do you do the business on campus?
So the business on campus, level 100, I started level 100. So I got the idea.
You started from level 100.
Level 100.
As soon as
Yes.
you joined the school.
No,
You
no,
saw
no.
that.
I spent some time.
Okay.
I spent
Okay.
some time.
All
I
right.
think the first semester, in the
Okay.
second semester, I
Mhm.
got the idea. I'm someone that's from childhood. I enjoyed making popcorn
Yeah,
very
you
much.
said it. Yeah.
So I went online and I enjoyed making popcorn, eating popcorn. But
Okay.
if I check around Ghana, the way we do our popcorn and things is some just pour powder and make on it. There's no traction that's added. So I went online and I was like,
Mm.
but how do other countries go about their popcorn and things? And I realized there's a lot of traction and a lot of vibe they add to the popcorn that
Okay. Some
Ghana
of
it is
which
not done
are
here.
which are some of the
So
vibes and tracks?
they have like over 81 flavors.
Okay.
Whilst Ghana we have only powdered milk. They have ginger, they have honey, they have peanuts, they have Oreo, they
Oh,
have
really?
chocolate syrup, they have strawberry syrup. They had a lot of things, and even we have ins like
Mm.
the way we have someone has built a restaurant
Okay.
only for popcorn with
Wow.
a different flavors and
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
things. And so I was like,
Mm.
since I enjoy this, why don't I learn it? So I
This
went
is a big opportunity to
big
explore.
opportunity, and I also have that gift of picking things very fast with regards to food. So
Yeah.
I went online. I went to there's two brothers that started. Call them Keno. They supply thousands of boxes
Okay.
within 2 weeks,
Wow.
because that's the only thing they do. They supply to schools, supermarkets, and they also make it in a rubber sealed packages
Okay.
that it's around. So I
That's
was like,
well
wow,
branded.
Ghanaians, we produce corn, but we are joking with regards to popcorn and we are not doing a lot of things. So I was like, let me start this in school. The girls they like it,
Mhm.
but it depends on the traction that you add to it. If you put it in a rubber for them
Mhm.
and you just do not buy it,
Do
they
not
don't
like
respect
it.
it.
Yeah.
They want
They want it
something
well branded.
well branded
That
in the package alone.
yes.
Don't do anything for them. So I was like, so this is good, but I don't have a location and I can't see because I don't have a location. I don't have where to list them because I'm schooling.
So because the location didn't have to be a stumbling block for the reason you will not
And
start. Yeah.
regardless, we had a lot of people that are doing something. I had a friend who does nails, and that's what she uses to pay her school fees. I
Wow.
was like, wow,
Wow.
what am I doing?
She uses the nails
The
to
nails to
yeah,
pay
so
her school fees. That means she just be in her room. She post it online. If you want to make your nails,
you
if you go to her
come meet
room,
her.
and she's very good at it. So
That's in a hostel
in her
on
hostel,
campus. Okay.
and you have like three girls waiting that when she's done, so Saturdays
Mhm.
she can make like thousand something. I was like,
Wow.
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 So what am I
This
doing?
is smart.
I can't let, and she's really need to pay her school fees,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
because the mom is taking care of her other kids and other
Yeah.
things,
So
and she
she
doesn't
has
want
to
to
do
put a lot
something
of
to
pressure.
support
Yeah.
what is going on.
So this is one of the things that I was like, I have no excuse.
Mm.
I have no excuse. But I wanted to grow it a little. Mine is not like the nail, so
Yeah.
as I was telling you, I had a lot of female friends. So
Sure.
I spoke to them, and the good thing is that you have a lot of people in different halls.
Mhm.
Because we have Ivandi, we have Nelson, we have Commonwealth,
Mhm.
we have those outside campus, we have
Yeah.
Pens. But
Yeah.
so we had like 8, 9 halls
Okay.
and hostels around. So I was like, wow, so this is how I'm going to do
You
it.
can
I
supply
can't
to. Mhm.
so I don't have money to buy machines and give it to all of them.
Yeah.
So this what we have. We have a microwave way of making it,
Okay.
and also have a mini machine.
Mhm.
So if I'm in Nelson,
Okay.
I was in Nelson by then, and I wanted to make it very convenient so that everyone would try it. I made delivery free.
Mm.
So I spoke to the friends, those that are close to us, and
Yeah.
I taught them how to do it.
Wow.
You see, I told you I went to learn the new way. We had
Yes,
different
yes, yes.
flavors. People were not used to the
So
flavors.
you want to tell me about some of the ingredients that you include in your flavor? What are some of them?
So we have something like Oreo flavor.
Or
Oreo. It's a
Oreo
biscuit,
flavor.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oreo is a biscuit that a lot of females and people
Yes.
enjoy.
Mhm.
So I crush it.
Okay.
You crush it,
Mhm.
and you have something like chocolate syrup.
Okay.
So after you've crushed it,
Mhm.
you crush it into a bowl,
Okay.
and you make your popcorn with a very little sugar,
Wow.
and you pour your powdered milk on it,
Mm.
and you spread it on the popcorn,
Okay.
and you stir it
So is that the only ingredient you add to?
for the yeah.
Okay. For now.
For now.
You have the intention to add some of the things you mentioned that other countries that we
Yeah, we had
Ghanaians don't
different
engage.
flavors. This is one flavor that I'm talking about. Yeah, so
Alright.
you pour the chocolate spread on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you steal it, and when you enjoy it, it's so nice as compared to the just the
The
powdered
other ones we
popcorn and
see.
powdered milk.
Okay.
Yeah, so I taught them. I think I told them we have plantain chips and popcorn.
Okay. So you actually organized a team,
Yeah, I organized a
some
team,
people from each of the halls,
each of the whole.
train them so that they can be doing for their
Yes.
halls.
And you can't, most of them, to motivate them, you have to
Yeah.
tip them something or give
Definitely.
them something.
Of
So that,
course.
because they're also sacrificing
I was
some
going to
things
ask
too.
you how you do that.
Yeah, to
because-
sacrifice something. So I taught them, I made sure that some of them from my test, some were also close to me very
Okay.
well. And there were people that I could instruct because I was that year. I
Very
could instruct.
important.
So I knew that if I'm giving it to them, I can direct them as to how they're
Yes.
going to go about things. So
Okay.
I spoke to them, they were about 8.
Okay.
Only one was a guy and the rest were females.
Wow.
Yeah, so I spoke to them. I was
You like dealing with females, huh?
a week, if you are able to sell this amount, so if you sell one, you have this amount.
So they sell based on commission.
They sell
More
based on
like-
commission, and
okay.
if you're able to sell more, you have like 20. I wanted 20 cities, 20 cities free
Okay.
in addition to the commission you made.
Yeah.
So it incentivized them, and they had a lot of female friends. So when I started, it wasn't really going, but when they started trying, someone would buy and taste it, and you
Then
bring
you
the old
recommend
roommate mates to come and buy.
Definitely.
And one of the hindrance that I didn't have was because delivery was free. Because people don't like the situation whereby I
They
bought
have to.
the popcorn too, because my package, I made a package very well and everything. It was close to, I think, 8 cities.
Okay.
Together with all the, someone will be like, how is
That's the production cost. 8
Production.
cities.
yeah, like that was the price. Yeah,
Per one.
Per one.
Main production cost per one was 8 cities.
Yeah.
So how much
80.
did you sell it?
I'm talking about like the price I give to them, like
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
for them to pay.
Okay.
But the cost of everything was not 8 cities, but
Okay.
yeah, to get some profit and also for
Definitely. Yeah.
So, but
So in all of these things, how does this affect your academics? You are studying political science. How does that all of these things affect your studies?
So firstly, the reason why it helped a little, like I was able to go away with it,
Okay.
it didn't really affect me, was the fact that I had people. So if someone is ordering and someone is in Nelson,
Okay.
I don't have to walk from my hall to that person. So because I have a representative
Yeah,
there.
that's
So that I would just have to call Rebecca. That's where are you? And be like, this person wants this. So when you're done, send it to her room and delivery will be free and other things.
Yeah.
But sometimes we will have class, because of the business, I stopped
That's
going for
it.
tutorials.
Whoa,
Because
really?
tutorials is like if the teacher teaches you and you are not able to understand.
Yeah.
And me too, I'm that person that's like the moment you teach and I go to read
Just-
about it. And it's also politics.
Yeah.
Politics is about reading about the news and trying to relate what's
It's
so I
happening.
try to make sure that I'm not going for any tutorial. So when we go to class and
So the period you would use for your tutorials, you used to do the
I
production
used
for
to
your
do
business.
the production.
Oh,
So if I go to class, I know that I don't have a tutorial.
Does it
period.
affect your academics, like your performance?
A little? It affected it a little.
Okay.
So when I go to class, I know that I have to listen to everything and make sure that I'm not coming back for tutorials. So
Yes.
I have to make sure. So whilst people are trying to sleep and also some people talking around, I make sure I pay attention.
Okay.
But the tutorials too, the reason why it's very important is you get time to sometimes the TA, the teaching assistant, will
Yes,
give them
you come and
tips of
other
some of the questions that are coming
Yeah.
and how we should approach the questions. But I will not have all the resources. So what the lecture would demand, I will not be able to provide everything because I wasn't at tutorials. Sometimes they give marks for tutorials, like 5 marks. And
So moving into level 400, you're going to be more engaged in terms of your academics and all of those things. Do you think you can do that aside your business, or you think you have to quit the business when you're
And
done?
one thing I realized is we have organized a lot of programs. Right now, I've even reduced the room to room something.
Okay.
There's more money in programs. We organize program, also a church guy.
Okay, then you go and
Yeah,
then
we have something like a gospel show. Something. So we have 500 people coming, 800 people coming, and because I'm a leader,
like you most of you fail to come from our program.
we have 500, 700 people because we invite guests to come,
Okay.
and they'll give this thing to me that because we have this people coming, let's make a ticket. And we'll give them free popcorn, and my job comes. So
yeah,
we'll be able
so
to supply.
now,
We have
wow.
supplies for all of them, and that day I can get it to 2,000. We also have something.
Getting to 2,000.
Yeah, just for that function. Yeah.
Wow, I see.
So I saw that there was much in that, and also with regards to Vows Day, the Vows Day was just
Yes, recently.
we had a lot of churches,
Wow.
a lot of team organizing these shows and other things. So even it got to a time I was getting people were calling me from here. We want because they realized that mine is not the usual
Yeah, yeah, the
popcorn
normal
and
popcorn
salt and
in
other
the
things.
market.
I give a different traction that comes with it and people enjoy it.
Wow.
So they wanted my own. So I had to separate and I had to make some of my friends go here. And even some people I couldn't save them.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are trying to make it very broad.
This
So
is
that I can
beautiful.
go here and if I go here.
So we've been engaging Eugene Ejari Kojo Winston, a student of the University of Ghana who doubles as an entrepreneur who sells at least 2,000 in a program. We'll be going for a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Don't go anywhere. A key concern for entrepreneurs is ensuring there is sufficient inflow of cash, especially at the early stage of their business where there is low sales revenue. Investors in this regard have become the only point of contact. However, investors do not just put in money in businesses. They do so based on a tall list of considerations. My name is Ernest Dawuni, and I welcome you to The Pitch, where we discover and connect smart business ideas with investors and markets. The Pitch shows this and every Wednesday on Truth TV at 8 p.m. Thank you. All right, so you are still live on Truth TV, and this is The Pitch. My name is Ernest Dawuni. I've been engaging a student entrepreneur at the University of Ghana, how he does his business, how he's able to use his business to support his academics. There are a lot of people out there who think that you have to finish school after your 4 years, you go do your national service of 1 year and acquire a job and all of that. We want to find out from Eugene. Edwin.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry. What are your plans? Do you intend to build on this business after school, or what do you think to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, so from what I've seen from other people who are doing very well with regards to business and other things, we had a lot of people who started from where I was.
Yeah.
So we have example like Chicken Man, Pizza Man.
Yeah.
We have people I know personally. So
Okay.
I'm not depending solely on my education or other things. It's not that I'm not good academically. I'm a first class student.
Okay.
But I
Fantastic.
think sometimes you have to create something out of you. And I told you it's something that's my passion, that I love to do things that people enjoy. So I'm booked for a program and I go to serve, and people come to me, they'll be like, how did you do it and how did you learn it? I feel happy that I'm able to produce something that no one is, I don't know
Thinking
if someone
about.
else or someone is, people don't know about and they're amazed about it. It's not about just book and other things. So one of my motivations is about the fact that I do something people enjoy, and it's also selling. I'm also making money from it. So with regards to my plans, I'm planning on. You see, we need more funds. I've been able to accumulate some funds, and I'm trying to see how my schooling is going to take me. And currently, we are planning on getting a location. Getting a location is very important. Trying to get somewhere that we know that. And I've added other. I told you it's eggs, popcorn, and fruits.
Yes.
We have other things. We have smoothies. We have plantain chips and chocolate. We have sandwiches. We have other things that I told you I can learn a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah, so there we have to get a place so that we can keep our stuff. And there are a lot of, as with regards to the problems that I was facing. Sometimes you are doing it in the hall, and the hall teacher will come and catch you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they catch you, you
You're in
either
trouble.
pay a fine.
Okay.
So
Have you paid a fine before?
oh, we had to speak to him. We had
Okay.
to speak to him and something small,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's not allowed for you to be using the hostel's electricity, like Ubondo,
Yeah.
to be using it like that. So sometimes we have to steal ourselves or try to navigate some places. Yeah. And sometimes too, you don't. It's not allowed to keep you. I'm the one who keeps the big machine.
Okay.
So sometimes after program and you come in there, one of the managers is around it, you can't enter. Sometimes you have to stay outside for a long time before he goes because I would have to go and bath and prepare for the next clinic.
Sure.
And I have to wait. So these are some of the problems we're facing. So it's very prudent we get a place
Okay.
that's like know that I'm here and I'm located here. And if I'm booked for this program, I'll just have to carry my tools and send it here. And someone also wants to come, the person can also see. So we want to move from our subsistence level of just from rooms and other things. Yeah. And online also right now everything is online. We want to like increase our niche whereby people will see that okay, there's a different thing. So why don't also do them? And I also need more people. So that I told you about the we had
more people to work with.
multiple to work with, because you have to work with someone that you trust, not someone who will steal from you. Because yeah, I told you I work with people who I trust and people I can instruct.
Yeah.
So when maybe Vows Day and people have 4 organizations, some place are wedding, some place at maybe a school or something, or a sporting event, 4 people inviting you, I can just you go here.
So you
go
actually
here,
get
you go here.
invites from those people.
You get it here
That's
because I was
fantastic.
in Instagram. I created an Instagram account. And
Yeah.
I was posting what I was doing and some of the programs that I went and
Understand.
how the ladies were dancing and the package itself.
Yeah.
And other things here. So people see it, they'll be like, wow, why don't I try it? Yeah.
Wow.
So that
I mean, this program is intended to actually discover smart business ideas, and then we intend to link those ideas with investors and markets. So maybe you're watching, and then you are an investor, or you were looking for, to put money in an idea. I think this is a brilliant idea that any investor would want to, invest into, because there's a lot of opportunity around this area. But Winston, right? I always mistaken you by using. So you talk about the online and then how you do your packaging. In all of these things, it involves a lot of money. Like when starting out, you've shared a little about how you started, but then did you require any capital to start? How did you?
yeah, obviously you had to get a machine.
Okay.
You had to get
How much is the machine?
people liked the colored one. I was telling you I'm going to the university, and especially the girls. I realized something that if something that ladies like, people like it. So you are doing something ladies don't like. So I had to get a foreign one. The foreign one is more of colored.
Okay.
It's more of they have a lot of like the light is more brighter and it's more bigger. And we have the local one, and I needed a foreign one. The local one it becomes so black, and you see some functions you have to maybe
I don't understand. You mean the product of what it brings, or the machine itself?
the machine itself,
Okay.
getting the machine.
Does the
itself.
machine matter?
Oh,
Once
it
it's able
matters
to produce.
because where you send it. Because let me say I'm sending it to someone's church.
Okay.
Sometimes they will allow you to send it inside, and they don't want something rusty.
Okay.
The metal looking so black. But
Okay.
for the foreign one, it does not become, and it's more of colored.
Okay.
And for children programs, you see children, because when I was doing, I had the dark foresight that I don't want anything low.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
children program, they want something colorful. Yeah, so I had to sacrifice a lot of things. So when I'm going to school, my dad gives me everything.
Okay.
He gives me the one for books and other things. So the thing was the machine was around 1,000 or something. Together with the
1,009.
stand. There was a stand
1,900.
around it and a lot of packages that they brought with it. Yeah, so I had to sacrifice my money for books.
Okay.
Some my pocket money, and other things, and some money my mom gave to me and other things. So I had to sacrifice that one to get the machine, and after that to the package. I had to do a package that people really like.
Yes.
So I was
Something
able
that
to
is
get a friend
attractive.
who knows someone.
Okay.
So I was able to pay it in installments.
Okay.
So I spoke to the friend, and the friend was like, "Oh, I know someone in my church who is into this paper nice package. You can do everything." So I had sketched my design. I gave it to him, and he did everything. And I was paying it small. So when I make money, I come and pay it. So the money I use so much. And when I started to, all those who buy it come with like 10 people.
Wow.
So when I started, it was not really like it was some way. It's like I'm losing, but within 2 weeks, people will be coming back. So I realized that my money was coming back, and I by just 3 weeks, for a month, I was able to gain my money back. And now I knew that I was moving forward.
Okay.
You get it? And sometimes too, when I started very early, sometimes you go for programs, and I went for a sports program on campus, pharmacy student.
Okay.
And the extension board was short. I had to go and look for extension board. And the time was going.
Okay.
So by the time I came back, half of the day is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm now coming to start, and I'd paid for the stand. And I lost money, because by the time I started, people had already eaten, and
Yeah.
it was happening, and I have to pick a car back. So these were some of the inconsistencies that were coming in regards to the business. And I realized, like, it's really hard, but subsequently it was not dry, because one, the passion was there, and two, the money started coming. Money started coming, so I started saving, and people even came back to me like, I'm doing well. They want to be my money. They want to manage whatever I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah, like a student.
Yeah.
Then they'll be like, oh, she's a business student. She came to me. She's like, wow, she likes what I'm doing. She knows I'm going to go for it. And the fact that I'm adding a lot of things. So she wants to. Do I have someone who keeps records, like, this month I have this,
Yes.
and what this month, what did you get? The last month, what did you get? What money did you take out? What expenses did you make? He wants to manage everything just for free, just to test her skills with regards to marketing and other things. Like, wow, it's an amazing idea. If you have an income statement as to what you sell, the profit you are making,
Sure.
like in intervals,
Which is very
and also
important.
and also the losses you are making, it's very prudent. So I felt so good that, like, people believe in what I'm doing, and they see that, like, in future, like, things are it's going to be very pretty.
So, do you actually? So, assuming I'm an investor, and then I want you to tell me something about this idea to convince me to put my money in your business, what would you say?
So I'll first tell you about, like, what I've
Just
already.
assume that, Ernest, I'm an investor. I'm coming
Wow.
to put money in your business, and I'm asking you, Edwin, what is your business about? How can I make money from you?
Very good. So, talking about, I'll first give you a scenario. So this is what I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
Starting from the rooms, what I told you about the rooms and other things.
Yeah.
I told you that within a week I can get, like, I think 500 from just the horse, just within a week.
Okay.
And it's not, sometimes it becomes less. So the horse, each person is providing with an amount. 8 people.
Okay.
Everyone is providing with an amount. So within a month, I have my open somewhere.
Yeah.
And also aside the rooms that I make, we have programs that I attend.
Yeah.
And it's not only popcorn, we have other ones. We have the sandwich, we have the smoothies, it's popcorn and smoothies. We have
That
popcorn
also
and
goes.
milkshake.
People buy those ones
Popcorn
as
and
well.
ice cream, popcorn and milkshake, the sandwich and other things. Yes, and the plantain chips, chocolate point, plantain chips and peanuts. Right. So aside the money I'm making from the horse, right, I'm going to show you my income statement. Aside the money I'm making from the horse, there's money that I also make from what the program that I'm going.
Wow.
And one of the things that to make you see that, like, in future is going to really make money is, one, about the reply I get from my customers and how they demand it.
Okay.
And within a short while, how I've been able to get, I think, times 5 of the capital I started with.
Wow.
And even because of my academics, because of my academics, I'm not able to give more time to it. And second, we go for vacation.
Yeah.
And just within a year, I've been able to get times 5 of the capital I started with. I take some of the money to buy some things for myself. I take some of the money to do other things. But I have times 5 of the amount.
Okay.
One, I don't have a location. I just steal myself inside rooms just with people. Imagine I have a location. Imagine you invest into my business and I have a location. Two, I told you there are some times that people invite me for programs that I cannot go. 5 people will be calling me, but I have to go for only 3 because the machines are not a lot. I have to just
You don't have the human
so
resource.
a world whereby, one, I have a location that I know that people are here, people are producing, and two, a world whereby I know that I have different. I have a lot of people that I can pay, because sometimes the people we have to pay them.
Definitely.
So that will go for you, and also the machines. I have to get a lot of machines. And I told you it's eggs, popcorn, and fruit. You have other things that we make. There are some things that comes with a lot of cost, like smoothies. You have to get some fruits and other things, and you can't just go and buy the fruit and to go. So you need some capital, where sometimes you have to keep them in the fridge. So there's a lot of capital that comes with it.
Okay.
So the best thing is prepare just a little and the problem that even comes with it, I'm doing so well.
Okay.
Just within a year, we went for vacation like for some 2 weeks.
So that means when you go for vacation, there's no production until you come back.
The one that we have people who are nearby, friends who are nearby,
Yes,
other,
and the
and
events
also
too.
events.
Okay.
Yeah, the events, because one event you can make a lot because when the people are a lot.
Yeah.
One event, sporting
You may not
event,
make.
everyone, maybe when we have, okay, the person will say I'll have 800 people and I'll give it to you for 3 cities. So
Okay.
800 people times the three.
Yeah.
Listen, imagine what I'm making
Sure.
almost
It's a lot.
2,400.
Sure.
And you just make sure you go to the market, get something that's like the market. You see, you have people, so I get a corn that is not so expensive.
Wow.
And look at what you are making. So it's very obvious, and I'm very optimistic with the fact that if I get the machines, get a location, I'll be able to get times 10 of the money.
Okay.
Even with regards to the problems I'm having, I'm able to get times 5.
Yeah.
If I get all the convenience, get the people, get the resources, times 10 is assured.
Okay.
And I'll be able to even broaden on the other product
Things
that I have.
that you
It
do.
is not a popcorn. And it will really boom.
Wow.
It will really boom.
How much do you need for your business to stand successful? How much?
How much do I need? So if I need something like with regards to the location is the paramount thing I want to. I don't know the location. We have some night market around our school. I don't know how much it costs.
So you were
for a year.
assuming that I was an investor, and I asked you this question.
I need
You should have a fair idea of exactly how much you need to get
like
a
500,000.
Okay, 500,000.
500,000.
All right. So this is the purpose of the show, as I've always said. We bring in entrepreneurs, people who are starting up businesses or people who are in business who need investment assistance. And then we sometimes invite investors. We look at their perspective. What do they need in entrepreneurs to be able to make investment decisions? So as a startup business, you need to know your financial statements, how much you make, how much you put in your business, what you are expecting from an investor should in case you meet one. Because but when they meet you, they take a lot of things into consideration. And this has been the show today. We've been talking about being in school and still doing business, and we've engaged Winston.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the pitch. Join me same time next week. Goodbye.